Caitlyn Clark is so ridiculous on the court that the refs think this should be illegal. You won't believe what she did at Los Angeles Spark match. So stick around to find out. 10 crazy distance flick. Clark has space. She's going to let it fly. And she's going to connect. Caitlyn Clark receives the ball on the court edge. As the defender closes in, no hesitancy dribble or fake just instinct. She launches the ball from an incredible distance with a flick of her wrist testing basketball physics. How can you defend against that? This is the deepest shot Caitlyn Clark has tried since turning pro. You can only hope to survive. The playback on the large screen only adds to the tension. See how far back she was. 9 insane. Rocket pass ability. To have great footwork is so F to watch. Still loose on the floor. Mitch has been really active. Defensively tonight, the Indiana Fever's defense. Titans determined to take back control. Chaos breaks loose. Near half court. Hands reaching bodies, colliding, and the ball bouncing unpredictably. For a moment, no one seems to have the upper hand. Then Caitlyn Clark steps into the fray, calm and focused ball, secure in her grip. What happens next is pure brilliance. With a quick flick of her wrist, she delivers a pass. That feels impossible. Laser precise and perfectly timed. It's the kind of play that makes you question reality. The crowd erupts cheering wildly. They know they've just witnessed greatness for most players. This might be luck, but for Caitlyn Clark, this is just another day of turning the extraordinary into routine. 8. The logo. 3 Clark launches nails. It wasn't just a highlight. When Caitlyn Clark pulled up from the WNBA sign, it was basketball magic. Out of the blue, Clark goes into Steph Curry territory and drains not 1, but 2. Logo 3 E's in a row. The crowd went crazy. Where were the defenders? Not really, it wasn't just threes. These were hope extinguishers. Defenders guarding Caitlyn Clark beyond the logo is like trying to block a Wi-Fi signal with aluminum foil. It's useless and only makes you look ridiculous. 7 telepathic assist wheeler finds Clark from the logo. Caitlyn Clark put on such a show against the Washington Mystics that a highlight reel clocks in at nearly 10 minutes. The play that stole the spotlight. A behind the back pass. So unreal. It felt like destiny. With a simple flick of her wrist, without even looking, she sent the ball gliding through the air, curling perfectly into her teammates' hands, under the rim. The crowd gasped in unison. It wasn't just the precision, it was the sheer audacity. She didn't glance, signal, or hint. She simply knew, as if she saw the play before it happened. Even in slow motion, replays Caitlyn revealed nothing. Her movements gave away no clue, till it was basketball's equivalent of a master illusionist trick, belonging more in a Vegas showroom than on the court sorcery. Maybe not genius, absolutely. One thing is certain, guarding Caitlyn Clark is no longer just about strength or speed. It's a mental game, and she's always 3 moves ahead. 6. The dagger assist. She's up there, with rebounds up there, with steals. And she'll take the June 5th, 2024, Clark vs. New York Liberty. Caitlyn Clark delivered an assist so absurd, it could have been pulled straight from a wizarding jewel. The New York Liberty defenders, laser focused on shutting her down, never saw it coming. The ball seemed to vanish into thin air, only to reappear in her cutting teammates' hands for an effortless layup for a split second. The defenders froze their expressions, screaming, "Wait, what just happened?" One even glanced at their teammate, silently asking, "Did you catch that? Because I didn't." Clark's pass was more than basketball. It was pure sorcery. Her court vision felt otherworldly, like she had an aerial view of the game in real time. She made the impossible look routine, serving up SportsCenter worthy highlights. Like it was just another day at the office. The ball hit her teammate, and stride so perfectly. It was as if Clark had gift-wrapped it complete, with a bow no dribble needed just pure brilliance in motion. Ball was mesmerizing her footwork, flawless. It wasn't just a highlight. It was a moment of pure humiliation for the opposition. Phoenix's bench sat in stunned silence, likely rival evaluating their defensive strategies. Guarding Caitlyn Clark one-on-one is like playing a high-stakes game of Twister on a slick floor. Right foot here, left foot there, and suddenly you're on the ground, watching her drain another dagger. Someone called the insurance rep. Ankles were broken, and claims need filing number 4. 3. The Clark Special. Crazy pass. What a pass. And Wallace game versus Los Angeles Sparks. June 22nd, 2024. The Sparks defense was not ready for what came for them. Caitlyn Clark unleashed a no-look laser beam to her cutting teammate for an easy bucket. The Spark protectors were left spinning, looking at each other. Like, did you see that? Because I sure didn't. Most players in transition either pause or make the obvious play. Not Clark. She turned a normal fast break into an episode of breaking. Ankles leaving the defense scrambling, like they were in a game of musical chairs, with no chairs left. What a pass number 2. Incredible assist from range game, from Lloyd Clark, the swing ahead. Oh, what a time. And Mitchell lays it in first. Seattle Storm, July 30th, 2024. This is how Caitlyn Clark broke the record for the most assists ever for a rookie in a season. And she didn't just break it, she took it, dunked on it, metaphorically, and then pointed at the scoreboard, like Michael Jordan in Game 6 of the '96 finals. What a pass. She zipped the ball from an angle. So absurd. It looked like she had opened a cheat code. She threads the needle with such finesse. It's like she went to a tailor school, especially for basketball's. Most players wouldn't even try this in practice, because they'd risk hitting a Gatorade cooler or someone's mum in the front row. Caitlyn, though, she did it mid-game, under pressure, with defenders in her face, like she was holding a clinic titled How to Humiliate Your Opponent in 5 Easy Steps. Number 1. Embarrasses Wilson. Caitlyn Clark pulled off one of the most disrespectful maneuvers in basketball history when she threaded a pass through Aja Wilson's legs during a heated game picture. This Aja, the training MVP, stood strong, arms wide ready to block the rookie next move. But Caitlyn, with the accuracy of a surgeon and the shooter of someone who eats half-court shots for breakfast, Zia bounce pass through AA's legs like she was training for a soccer game. AA's legs just got drafted to the European League. They couldn't even stay on her team. AA froze for a few seconds, apparently trying to absorb what had transpired. But by the time she comprehended it, Caitlyn's teammate was already scoring an easy layup. The audience screamed, like they'd witnessed a game-winning buzzer beater, and the camera caught trying to play it cool. But you could see the amazement in her eyes. She'd been meed in basketball, on live television. It's not every day you see someone pull off a movie that feels like a cheat code from NBA 2K. AA might have been the MVP, but in that moment, she was simply another name on Caitlyn's highlight reel. And the fans, they arrived for basketball, but departed with a comedy show. Caitlyn Clark's blend of skill, ingenuity, and daring makes her of the most electrifying players in basketball. Her tactics not only affected games, but often provoked rulebook disputes on what fair defense against her should look like. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Stay tuned.